I don't know if you saw the Snoop Dogg thing. It was interesting to me because I kind of thought no one would. This stuff was like a little bit over. So Snoop Dogg basically went on a podcast and he was kind of trying to be funny, but he was like, I went to this motherfucking, Snoop Dogg talks. Can you do the Snoop Dogg impression?
Swizzle with the whizzle.
I went to the fucking thing.
It's like he talks like this.
Talks like this a little bit. I went to the thing and so I went to a movie with his, he goes, I went to a movie with my niece or whatever. And then they got a cartoon and they got two lesbians kissing. Now I gotta ask motherfucking questions that I don't prepared to answer. Sure. Or his granddaughter, that's what it was. And he was like, now I'm answering questions about why do people have two daughters? Now I'm scared to go to the fucking movies. Said some version of that on a podcast.
And they were like a little homophobic is what they're getting him for?
Yeah, but like blew up the internet, like calling Snoop homophobic. Like I probably saw it everywhere. And he was in the chopping block. He hasn't responded yet, I don't think. But
he's got his PR team.
Buddy, it was like biggest thing on the internet.
Really? I somehow did not see that.
Well, and there is always a good point with guys like that I would say both ways whenever they're saying, because obviously people are like,
I'm old. I know I look like I might be young, but he's like, I'm actually like 65.
Well, he's Mr. Corporate though. Like Snoop Dogg.
That's true.
You have to understand. He's filming 9 commercials tomorrow.
I know. Yeah, that's a good point. How old is he actually?
78. The thing you don't realize is he is legitimately a brand.
This is surprising. He's only 53?
I thought he was a little older than that.
That's crazy.
Snoop Dogg's half man, half brand at this point, right? So
that's wild. I thought he was so much older than that for some reason.
Dude, so every time celebrities do like a podcast tour, they always end up being like, what the fuck would anyone go on a podcast?
I know. You're like nothing to get out of it.
It's like, yes, you talk for 10 hours and they find something, you know what I mean? But well, the point that people always make that I would make also is you're kind of like, when Snoop Dogg was mad about Trump or whatever, the same thing. You're just like, yeah, well, you were a sex trafficker.
Yeah, I know.
Like, you know what I mean?
Potentially murderer.
Yeah, you're just like, I'm a murderer and I'm a pimp that has women and I force them to go have sex with men and I beat them if they don't.
Yeah, and take all the money from them.
And I take all the money from them. And I'm like, I wrote a whole bunch of songs, but it's kind of my whole brand to being a like actual pimp. And you're just like, can you believe fucking Trump, what he said? Like, so that, and there is something to be said about this too, where he's like, I got to teach kids this. And you go, all right, well, okay, imagine like they listen to your songs. I have to fucking tell kids about why are they sex trafficking women?
Killing cops and
so there is like an okay point of like, it's one thing if they were like, you know what, that was behind me and I don't really condone that. I'm a different guy now. But it's like, I would imagine Snoop Dogg was like, yeah, that's right. I was a fucking pimp. Damn fucking skippy.
Not like Ice Cube, who's like, I love the police, actually.
Is that what Ice Cube said? No.
I mean, Ice Cube is
just because the Cottage movies.
Yeah, I mean, Ice Cube's like rebrand has to be.
No, Ice-T's has to sort of love the cops.
Oh, well, I guess Ice-T too.
Well, Ice-T's always in a rock and hard place because plays a cop.
Plays a cop, yeah.
Then he was the cop killer.
Yeah, that is. No one could have ever predicted that.
No, exactly. So that was the first rapper news, and it was just funny because normally I would be more just like, oh, this is nothing, whatever. But like, there is an okay point to be said about like if your whole brand is being a pimp, actually. And he was like, no, I'm like actually was a pimp.
Yeah.
Where it's like I'm
doing proper pimping.
It's like
before it was
and then the girls come home and they don't have money, and I beat them. That's what you have to do if you're a pimp.
Anyways, these movies are getting out of hand.
Yeah. So I'm sort of like, no one has a good case right now.
No.
What he said isn't crazy, but also he doesn't have a good defense because whenever those rappers are complaining about stuff, you're just like, yeah.
This is from the U.S. Sun. It says the Voice execs hold crisis talks with Coach Snoop Dogg. NBC is furious over his homophobic comments.
Of course they are. He's 90% brand.
I know. Fucked up.
He's not. I would say, you know what he is? He's not Snoop Dogg. He's Snoop Dogg TM. He's Snoop Dogg LLC. That's all. That's what he is right now.
Yeah, he might have to do an official rebrand to get out of this pickle.
Yeah, like what percent of Snoop Dogg is company and what percent of is the man?
Not a lot of man left.
There's just very little man
shell
left.
Of himself as a man.
The only time there's any man left is when he does his weed brands, because you're like, I guess you were always that.
Yeah,
so it's like
the weed stuff. But
that's the only safe spot for him, is to be the
maybe
weed
some
guy.
Clothing. Doesn't he have chips? Doesn't he have his own like
chips? The guy had fucking Snoop O's cereal.
Oh, Snoop O's. Maybe that's what
he had a fucking Snoop O cereal. There's nothing that man can't sell.
Yeah, I think he honestly has like a hood brand of potato chips too. Rap chips.
There's a brand of chips called Rap Chips.
That's like really just fucking Dude, that's like literally you're like, yeah, we have to come up with an idea and you just like procrastinate till like the 5 minutes before you go, wrap chips for blacks? Chips for blacks. Wrap chips. And you go, all right. Didn't really try.
Johnny's got the wrap chips pulled up. I like it that Johnny's on the dials now.
Yeah.
People weren't happy. That was one of the questions that they were saying. Can you please stop playing videos on your laptop and putting your laptop up to the mic?
Fair enough.
Wrap chips.
Wrap chips.
Well, Snoop Dogg is every insurance commercial.
Yeah.
I think
Corona.
Every beer commercial. He had his own other Doritos, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think he's in. Dude, sometimes you'll just go, if you're in a hotel, you'll see him on just like some random like local
car wash.
Yeah.
He goes, is this a chain of car washes? You go, no, this is the only one.
One car wash in
Makes
Omaha.
No sense, yeah. Just the only one. They just fucking got a Snoop Dogg endorsement.
Just want a cleany dizzle.
I mean, his face is probably because it's like if you ever go to like Asia,
D-O double dizzle TM.
If you ever go to Asia, they'll do endorsements without the actual person's like consent. Like not in like commercials, but like you'll go to places and like a restaurant and like they will have like a fucking Snoop Dogg endorsement that they just whipped up. Like it'll be like on the menu.
I think he goes and he gets his money for them because I think that
but it'll be like somewhere in like Thailand or something, and it'll be like Snoop Dogg's like literally on the menu.